Welcome, everybody, and thank you for taking the time to view this short video where we introduce our new service offering, Growth-Driven Exit Planning for Small Business Owners and CEOs. This is all about securing your business future, maximizing transferable value, and transforming today's success into tomorrow's legacy. By way of introduction, and for those who don't know me, my name is Jerry Lalonde, and I am the founder and president of X-Rose Technology Partners. I'm a CPA by training, and I've been operating at the C-suite level for over 40 years in a number of different roles. In addition to CFO, I've been Chief Information Officer, Chief Operating Officer, and Chief Executive Officer of national and international companies. And I've taken two companies public, one on the NASDAQ and another on the Canadian Venture Exchange. I founded X-Rose Technology Partners in 1998, so I have over 25 years of experience delivering advisory service to clients. And these services include strategic planning, executive mentoring, fractional CFO, and international expansion. I'd like to start by sharing with you some scary stats. According to George Sandman of Growth Drive in his book Growth Driving Advisor, over 60% of CEOs they've worked with are looking for profits and cash flow growth. Not unexpected, over 20% are seeking more operational freedom, and 17% want out now and are preparing to sell. But here is the real scary stat. Over 80% discover that they can't afford to exit because their business is not valuable enough, they have not created enough transferable value. Here are some more stats provided by the Canadian Federation of Independent Businesses. So these stats apply to Canada, but multiply the number by 10 and you probably have a similar situation in the US. 76% of small business owners plan to exit their business in the next decade. That's over 816,000 companies. And 75% of those are looking forward to retirement, and the rest are burnt out and just want to step back. But here's the real scary stat. Only 9% have an exit plan, which means 91% don't, and 43% have no idea what their business is worth. This is a tsunami of disaster heading their way, and they don't know it. And the question is, are you one of these owners? Because for owners of small and medium-sized businesses, there's a big problem out there that most business owners are not aware of or don't pay attention to. All owners will have to exit their business at some point. They may be fortunate enough to exit on their own terms, either for retirement, maybe they're fed up and want out, maybe there's someone in the family ready to take over, or a management buyout, or even an IPO, which is also a way to exit and monetize business value. But it might also not be in their control, perhaps insolvency, a health issue, or even death. The point is, every business owner at some point will exit their business, and the vast majority of them are just not ready. And so why is this our focus? Because we can make a significant contribution to the owners, but also the need is critical and provides us with a large market opportunity. And that is why we are focused on helping founders, owners, and CEOs of companies doing between 5 million and 25 million in revenues create predictable equity value and predictable revenue growth for their businesses. We prepare them for their eventual exit from their business by maximizing the transferable value of their enterprise. And by transferable value, I mean what a third party would be willing to pay for the business. And while increasing the value of the business, we also help the owners make their businesses easier to operate and reach their personal and professional goals. So what's our approach to addressing this problem? Well, we use the Growth Drive platform in the delivery of our services and use their 3 dimensions of growth methodology. First, we build a foundation so that the client's business is delivering predictable profits and cash flow, the launchpad for growth. Once we can show that the business can deliver predictable profits and cash flow, we move on to the second dimension, where the company begins to deliver predictable revenue growth, which results in increased cash flow and increased equity value. And finally, we get to the third dimension, where the business delivers predictable equity value or transferable value, the ultimate measure of business success. But to be clear, we are not an M&A advisor or a quick fix. We work with M&A advisors, but we are not about coming in and helping a company pretty itself up in order to make a quick sale. Ours is a 1 to 3 year program that is affordable, doable, and we achieve milestones and ROI for every step of the journey. We address 24 critical elements of running a best-in-class business, assessing each one for the client company and comparing to best-in-class companies. This allows us to provide an initial health check of the company and a probable valuation if the owner was to exit immediately, and to identify what values would not be fully realized. We start with a health check of the company, identify value gaps, and then work with management to establish an implementation plan to achieve all three dimensions of growth. Beginning with the owner CEO, then involving the entire management team. The analogy I like to use is you going to the doctor and they start by asking you general questions about your health and how you're feeling. Based on that initial set of data, they would recommend other tests and blood work, and based on those results, would recommend a remedial program if any deficiencies were found. Our process is much the same, as we do an initial health check. Based on those results, we dig deeper. Based on those results, we recommend an action plan. Now, let me quickly show you the types of reports that we produce to inform the owner CEO of the health of their business. Our first report is from the initial discussion health check with the owner CEO. It takes between 15 to 30 minutes to complete and answers 24 short questions and provides two pieces of financial information: annual revenue and profit. The critical insight provided by this report is the strategic capacity of the business versus the potential value. In this case, it sits at 50%. So at the time of doing the report, this business had potential value of $4.5 million, but that value would be discounted by 50% because of deficiencies in its operations. To discover the details of these deficiencies, you need to do a deeper dive, which results in the strategic capacity analysis report. This report provides greater detail on the supporting the strategic capacity of the company and provides a view of current versus potential value. But more importantly, it shows you where value is being trapped, which provides insights on what areas provide the biggest payback in value when addressed. Finally, we also provide an equity value planner where we show the owner CEO what value they need to extract from their business in order to support the lifestyle they want for themselves and their family. In this case, the business needs to be worth not $7.9 million, which requires annual revenue of $13.2 million, a 5.72% annual growth rate over the next 5 years. And then we lay it out for them year by year out to the year 5. Now, once the client has all this information, it's up to them on what the next steps are. They have enough information to work out an implementation plan on their own, or we can continue to assist. I view our role as similar to that of an architect that helps a client design a new building. The architect creates the new building based on the vision and needs of their client, but when the actual work of constructing the new building is usually turned over to a general contractor who in turn brings in tradespeople to do their work. We operate in the same way as an architect, helping the business owner design a successful company, but we are not help running the company. I said earlier that our work is affordable, doable, and ROI understood for every project milestone. The initial company health check is free if after the client sees the information provided by the health check and sees no value, well, we go no further. Now, if they see value and want to go further, the detailed assessment, if done solely with the owner CEO, is $2,500. And if done with the entire management team, it's $5,000. After this work is done, the management team has the information they need to develop an implementation plan. But should they want to continue to have our help, then we would establish a monthly retainer based on the client's budget and the value delivered. Finally, who can benefit from this offering? Well, clearly, owner CEOs of small to medium-sized businesses can. But wealth advisors can also benefit by helping their clients maximize the value of their company, especially since, for most owners, the biggest contributor to their overall wealth is the value of their company. CPA firms can also benefit by adding our service to their advisory services and making bigger offers to their clients. We are happy to work as a sub to the CPA firm. Likewise, M&A firms can benefit. As they are approached by clients who are interested in selling their business, we can very quickly assess their readiness to handle a sales process and due diligence and provide an initial view on valuation, all at no cost. And for those prospective clients that are deemed not ready, we can begin work so that they are ready in 12 to 36 months, creating a pipeline of opportunities. And if you operate as a fractional CFO, you can bring added value to your client by introducing us. And finally, if you are an IPO advisor, we can quickly help assess a client's readiness for the due diligence and valuation process. So in closing, we covered our new exit planning offering, targeting founders and owners, CEOs of small to medium-sized enterprises, with revenues between $5 million and $25 million. Our approach is based on growth drives 3 dimensions of growth. Our offering unlocks value and prepares owners for their eventual exit from their company. and we do it in a way that is affordable, doable, with ROI milestones all along the way. So thank you again for taking time to watch this video presentation. To learn more, please don't hesitate to contact me directly.